So part 3. So to summarize this, what I'm talking about is that we're a multiple dimensional expression of ourselves. Within the very expression which we're comprehending as thought in this now moment, we may be very strong, we may have a lot of strength in some aspects. And what's so crucial to understand is that it's about finding balance. We're all here as expressions of infinite possibility. And the very balance which is so crucial for our contentment to take place lays in the very factor of accepting and offering back to the universe things that may not be truly aligning ourselves with contentment. Now, a great example of this is wealth and greed. Now, a lot of us, we sell ourselves in not a negative way, but in a very truthful way. We sell ourselves to the perception that happiness comes with materialistic objectives. And when we very much reach those materialistic objectives, we may find ourselves that we must give back to find or to create contentment, because we have all this stuff, but we're not feeling contentment. Therefore, we start to give back and start to share back to the existence of this reality to feel contentment. You find this very, 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 very true in a lot of cases where people reach materialistic objectives and they find that they don't feel anything, and therefore they have to give back to start feeling. Now, we can reach that point, or we can actually reach that point in existence in this present now moment and realize, hang on a second, I may be targeting these materialistic goals, but I'm already feeling incompletement within myself, within my character. I feel maybe that I'm giving too much of my perceptual awareness to this direction, where I'm not welcoming other possibilities in the backdrop within my self-care, my self-awareness, my self-loving, my self-cherishing. I'm just focusing on the materialistic possibilities within creating, a strong, stable future. But very much all we're doing is we're actually building structure on unstable ground. It's all about and this is where balance is ultimately our greatest friend, is because there's nothing wrong with going out into the world and really striving to create a strong, stable environment for love to grow. But it's so important to be building on solid ground, and we do this by honoring ourselves and accepting balance. What am I doing in my life to bring balance? How much earth do I have? What am I doing to create that stable structure? How much? And it really comes down to self-care, self-love. What am I doing to create that self-love element? All I'm doing is, some of us, we may be doing so much for creating the perception of a happier future, but what am I doing in this moment to create a happier now? And this is where balance, ultimately we're all expressions of unique individual, and this is where it actually goes kind of funny. We're all connected, and we're all expressions of this interconnectional infinite possibility. So it's so important to ask ourselves, okay, if we're always thinking of the future and trying to create a happier future, how much is it a balance between creating a happier now and also a happier future? Because this is where this yin yang and ultimately the infinity existence comes alive, by understanding the now is just as important as the future. The future only exists within the present now. So by very much activating and becoming aware in this present now moment and bringing balance is ultimately what's going to link that and make that happier future become successful. And that's the very code to success and unconditional happiness, pal.